All right, so you know what? I think we're gonna get to it. Today's subject is gonna be really awesome. I'm really excited about today. At the same time, I would like you guys, if you just, you know what? Maybe we can do the same thing, the bread proofing basket. So maybe we can continue on this one. And I'm going to share with you how we're gonna validate today with data. Now, this data, when I used to do it, and my friend showed me this trick, which has really helped me a lot. Before I used to get exactly what I showed you last time. I get the top 5 competitors. I do reverse ASIN. I make sure I have their position, the organic position until the 30 or 35 position. And after that, I'll be able to see which keyword they're mostly ranked for. And then I'll take those keywords and I start building my listing, building my PPC and everything. Now, this has been working really awesome for me. Amazing. There's nothing, but the method that I learned, what I learned from my friend, which has really showed me, instead of doing 5, we're doing 10 competitors, which is really cool. And also it simplified the way where I can get relevancy score, which is I'm going to share with you as well. It's all going to make sense to you once I do it, but let's get to it and let's talk about it and you will see what I'm talking. All right. So this is my screen. You guys all see it? Good? Perfect. All right. So let's say I went and I saw bread proofing basket and I would like to know if this product is really good or not. What we're trying to do now, we're trying to validate the product based on keyword, based on relevancy, based on search volume, and how they all work together for us to get the best sales. Now, each competitor, which is not including the sponsored ad here, we see these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the top positions, they are ranked for keyword differently for each keyword they have. So they're ranked differently in different position for each keyword. So for example, if I put bread proofing basket, this person who's in the position number 1, it could be he's in position number 10 for a keyword like proofing basket by itself, and it changes. So the whole game, it's how many keyword I can rank on the top 30 position or ranked on the first page. This the whole page. Okay, so when I say 30 or 35 or 40 is depending on what the results comes up on Amazon. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, actually 26, I counted these, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 42, 42, 46. This, see, 46, here actually we have 50 results. So 50 results are coming up. Now, usually we know on the top of the first page is where the most sales are happening. So basically the top 10, 15 position where the sales are coming from. But since we would like to see what are the competitors and what they are ranking for, what keywords they're ranking for in the top 30, and then I'll be able to say, hey, listen, if this guy, he's making, let's say 1,000 sales per month, how come he's generating those sales? What are the keywords that he's actually ranked for on the top positions that have a good, decent search volume that he's ranking for, that he's making all the sales? If I'm able to figure out what is the keyword he's ranking for, and I'll be able to replicate it 100% or not 100%, you have a bigger chance that you will be able to make similar sales to them. So how we do that? How do we figure out what are the good keywords that everyone is ranked for? The method I used to do, I used to take the top 5 top sellers. I put them reverse ASIN. As I showed you last week, but I didn't show you, I showed you very quickly. I get the keywords, I put them there, and then I filter the ones that are not good, and I will work my way out. And then I'll be able to figure out what keywords I need. So now, since this is the idea, now let's take it a little bit further, step further. So first of all, what we're gonna do, we're gonna open. Okay, we're gonna come here, we're gonna go to Cerebro. Once we get to Cerebro, now we would like to do reverse ASIN. So the first thing we're gonna do And I'm going to split the screen just for the sake of ease, not because of anything else. So you will see two screens here, but let's go ahead and take the top competitors. Now you have two ways you can do the top competitors, or how you know they have the best sales velocity. You can go ahead and do by the first position for the main keyword. So if I have a good keyword that has good search volume, whoever is ranked on the top usually are the people who are performing the best with the best sales. So I can just go ahead and see the rank here. I can see the rank here or here, and I'll be able to copy their ASINs and put them in reverse ASIN. Or I can come here, I come to X-Ray or any tool that you have, whether Jungle Scout, whether Viral Launch, whether Helium 10. And I will take first all the sponsor ads, and I will do them from highest revenue to the lowest revenue. Okay, so now you want to be able to see what are the highest sales. Why I'm taking the ones with the highest sales? Because anybody who is making the most sales and has a decent reviews, most likely he's the one who's ranking, who has enough sales history, enough ranking history, have enough history on his listing that I can extract the most keywords possible. So that's why I want to get the ones that have the highest sales. Okay. Now you need to spot the outliers. So if I have someone who's here and he has 3 reviews, but he has making $30,000, like it doesn't make sense. That's most likely he's just running a search fund buy, who's doing giveaways or whatever it is. So you need to keep that in mind, but you will see how relative. Remember, I told you if I have 100 making 16,000 and this guy makes 16,000, so I know 180 is good, that they have realistic information. So that being said, I'm gonna come back here and I'm going to come here again. Okay, now I'm going to do the first one, which is roofing basket. I'm gonna take this one. I honestly, when I do it sometimes like that, but mostly I'll do it through the search results right away because I know the ranking. I see the rank is low, then I know they're making sales, and I keep going. Here, what are we gonna do reverse ASIN? We're just gonna choose the top 10. Anyways, the software only allows us to do 10. That's why I said 10 to top 15 position, but the Cerebral doesn't take more than 10 at a time. So this one also. Then we get the second one. Then we're gonna get the third one. And we're gonna get the fourth one. I think, yeah, fourth one. I don't know how I said fourth one. We're in the sixth one, but yes, I'm just too smart. You cannot even count. So you come here, get this one. And then I'm coming, come here, take this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get another one. And that's the last one here. Now, since we chose the people on the top and we know they are the top sellers, because they have the most sales volume, most likely all the data, or actually all the data is going to come back is going to be solid. It's something confirmed. So we have again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Run get keywords. And now let's see what happens. So here. So once I get that, you will see I have 13,000 keywords that's showing up. But that doesn't mean these are the keywords that they're being ranked for. This means only indexing. So let's talk a little bit about ranking and indexing. We're going to share that indexing and ranking in the listing optimization or listing creation module. But basically, indexing is basically a keyword that you're being recognized by Amazon for a specific search term. So for example, if I'm doing coffee cup 20 ounces, Amazon will recognize me for a blue coffee cup, but doesn't mean I'm ranked for blue coffee cup high enough, or I'm not ranking for blue coffee cup. So I'm indexed. I'm just like there. Amazon recognize, hey, if a blue coffee cup comes up, this listing is being recognized for that specific keyword. but doesn't mean it's ranked for. I don't care what I'm being indexed or being recognized for, but I would like to be recognized, or I would like to know where I am at, where I'm standing in the ranking. So ranking keyword is basically each keyword and what position are you in the Amazon catalog. So if you're in ranking number 9, that means you're in the 9th position. So if you count without the sponsor ad, if you count them, you see you're in the 9th position. If you're in the 10th, 20th, 30th, 50th, 100th, whatever it is, that means where you are exactly compared to other competitors and the position that you're in. What we're trying to do here, we're trying to rank. We're trying to find out what are the keywords that those competitors or those ASINs are ranked for, not only indexed for. Indexing means nothing. I could be indexed for a car basket, and has nothing to do with my product. Okay, so what I'm going to do, before I did 400, you go ahead and do 400 or 300. I think the max you can do here 299 or something. You have 176, but these are not accurate. I think this one of the questions that Audrey said is basically how the data is different from one software to another. How can you trust one over the other? It's very hard for us to know because those information fluctuate from one day to another, and each software it might have a different reading. But if we're able to accumulate enough keywords or enough search volume for a lot of keywords, even if we have 10% are an error or not the right search volume, still we're not basing all our effort on only few keywords. We're ranked on multiple keywords. It's going to be 100, 150, whatever it is. So when I do 176, most likely could be lower or could be higher. So for me, I don't do anything below 400 or 300 or even 500. But let's say for the sake of it, because we spoke about 300 before, and we said 300 could be like a half a sale or one sale a day or whatever it is, let's keep it 300. But I think 500 is where you want to be at. But let's do 300, and you can change it the way you want. Now, Cerebral Score I don't use, position rank I don't use. The word count is only 2. If I'm doing like thermometer or I'm doing something like that, I will change it to 1. But for now, I want to find the short tail keyword, any keyword that has 2 words. Perfect. Now, the other thing, I don't want to see anything except organic positions. I don't want to see anything else, only organic. So now if I'm organically ranked for a specific keyword, that means these are most likely the keywords that are generating the sales for that specific product. So once I do that, I can come here and I'm going to do ranking competitors. Ranking competitors, remember last time I told you, is basically I would like to see the keyword that's showing up. There's 2 competitors are overlaid or are ranked for the same kind of keywords. This is very important for us because I don't want to waste my time with one competitor who's doing ranked for a lot of keywords, but could be not relative. Or maybe he just ranked because he has a lot of money, has a lot of juice, and he's just ranking for keywords, putting giveaway, service, blah, blah, blah. And he ranked for keywords that even are relative. But if I find 2 competitors are ranked for the same thing, that means the relevancy of that specific keyword is higher, which is where we're aiming for. Relevancy is very, very important. Because if the keyword is relevant, most likely the buyer is going to click on the product. If you have high relevancy, that means most likely the seller is going to be interested in your product and is going to buy it, which is going to increase the conversion. And if you have high relevancy, most likely going to rank for it very quickly because you're going to get this conversion and the sales velocity in it. So relevancy is very important. Now, once I do that, look at the 13,000, what happened to it? It comes to 1,000. So we had almost 12,000 keyword that meant nothing to us. It's basically only keyword I'm indexed for, but not the one I'm making the sale. So now we have from all these competitors, they're ranked for 1,000 keyword, and that's very important for us. So now what I'm going to do next, once I do that, I'm going to download the file, and then we're going to play. And this is really important. Really important. Now it starts getting really cool. But what I said is basically we had 15,000 searches. Right. Since we were able to find, do the filters, we want a specific search volume, we want specific keyword count, we want the organic position, and we want 2 competitors at least out of these 10 are overlaid with the same kind of keywords. Okay. We shrank the whole thing from 15,000. So I think it was, I don't even remember, 13,000. We shrank it back to 1,000. Why? Because these are the keyword that these competitors are ranked for and most likely generating sale from, not only index, not only recognized for keywords that Amazon has, which is 12,000 keyword they were recognized for, but are useless. They are not generating the sales. They are not the ones that are ranking for, which is means if they're ranked for a specific keyword higher, that means they're making sales. These are just index, and I could be in page number 600 in Amazon catalog. Now we're finding the real keyword. Kabish? Now, already need to care. If we do this, and we'll be able to get the search volume and do the filters that I have done, you will be able to get a list of keywords that are really comprehensive and they're very powerful, that has high relevancy and they have high probability of conversion. That's it, okay? So now, once I get that, I am going to see the file, and this is the file. What I'm gonna do here, you have two options you can do. You can do Control A, then Control C. So Control A is for selecting everything, and Control C is copy. Or you can do something else, which is basically, you can save it and you can upload it. And I'm gonna show you how to do that in Google Sheets. So I'm gonna come here. Where's my Google Sheets? Then I'm going to do one more, and I'm here. Now I'm gonna call it this one bread basket, because I don't want to humiliate myself and try to spell proofing right now, but it is what it is. So if I come here, bear with me, but I'm going to start at the 12th position, and I'm going to do Control V to paste. So Control A for selecting everything in the Excel sheet. Okay, Control A. Let me go back. Control A. Then Control C to copy everything. And then I went to Google Sheet. I went to the 12th row and I put Control V for pasting. Okay. Now, once I do, I will tell you why I'm leaving all this space. I'll explain it to you later, but just bear with me. First of all, I'm going to take this one out. And there's few things here I don't want. I don't want this Cerebral IQ. I don't want all this stuff. I'll leave the position rank, and I will delete everything else. Now, let me go ahead. Let me zoom in a bit, and I'll show you what it is. Remember this one where we talked about, this is the position. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, missing one. This is the one. Because remember, this is the same thing as if you're using familiar with Viral Launch. It's basically, I'm comparing my product. So basically I put my product first, and then I put my competitors, and then I compare my product versus everyone else. But in here, in this scenario where we're doing right now, we're trying to spy on our competitors to see what kind of keywords they have. So I need to make sure I take this first one and I come here and I paste it on that. So now I have, this is basically, I'll show you now. This, what does that mean in English? It's basically, Banneton Basket has 1,659 search volume. This ASIN ranked number 1 for that specific keyword. This person ranked number 3. This number 7, number 5, 6, 17, 4, 9, 14, 8. So basically, this is our real organic positions. Like if I type in this right now, and we have the ASIN ZGI, I will see the first position is not ZGI, it's actually the second position. ZGI is the second one. Now, why it's 1? Don't forget, the data here is a little bit delayed, and also the position, it could change according to my geographical location. So this one, because I'm living in the East, that could be the position why I'm here instead of the number 1. Now, the software or Cerebral or any software that tracks ranking or sponsored ad positioning, what they do, they have servers everywhere. They have a server in California, in the West. They have a server in the middle of the states, and they have another server in the East. What they do, they say, hey, listen, my organic position for this keyword, if I search from the West, I'm position number 3. If I do from the East, I'm position number 2. If I am in the center, I am position number 1. So what they do, they take information for I don't know how many days, 7 days, 14 days, 3 days, whatever it is, and they will get an average and tell you exactly where the position is. So that's why for me now, since Helium 10 says number 1, it says number 1, but actually for me number 2 because of where I live. So if it's okay if it goes 1 or 2 positions up and down, depending on your location. Now, why that changes? Because it all depends on your inventory placement or your inventory location and where you have the most. So if I am living in the East and I'm ordering a product that is stored in the fulfillment center in the West, most likely Amazon is not going to show me this product at a higher position because they know this product is going to take a longer time to be delivered to me. So instead of showing this product at position number 1, they're showing me at position number 3 or 4 or 5. That's why. So if I have more inventory spread out across the states, more likely I'm going to show up for multiple positions. So that's why you see the discrepancy in positions. Okay. So if you do that, if you see it, do not, do not get crazy, or do not, go like, oh my God, what happened here? I think I'm doing the wrong thing. It's not. This is what it is. Okay. Now, once I got this is basically usually what I do. Basically, I do it up to 5. I'm good to go. But this trick, it's really, really helped a lot. So here, if I do insert left, I'm going to add another. This is the trick here, which is I'm really happy, which is called relevancy. Relevancy, relevancy, relevancy. I used to calculate my relevancy depending on my top 5 competitors and whether they're ranked on the top 30 positions or 35. And then I'll be like, hey, okay, they're all of them ranked higher enough for that specific keyword, then has high relevancy. Okay. That's how I used to do it. But this one made the life easy. Very, very easy. So now, what relevancy is? Relevancy, we're basing our relevancy based on a keyword. So if I have this Benetton basket, I want to know, since I saw when we looked back here and we saw that they have here 50 positions in the first page, and we know the first page has the most sales. Depending on the market, depending on the depth, depending on the search volume, you could also have the second page as a good selling page. So for example, I could have the first and second page are really selling well. So the first page is going to sell really, really good. But if I'm in position number 2 on the top of the second page, I'm still going to do well because the demand is too much. Okay, so I'm going to be able to make money. But now, since we're getting into markets that are a little bit medium demand, low to medium demand, because we want to compete, we would like to see our budget, we'll have a different goals, each one of us, most likely is going to be a market like this, where if we see, again, let me explain that. I know I'm taking a lot and I'm explaining myself again, and everything, I'm just repeating myself, but please guys, you will see what I mean. I just want to make sure you get it right. And if I'm oversaying things, just forgive me. I still love you. Now, come here. If I look at the top positions, or I look at these, I will see only the top guys are making money. If I look at the bottom, it's very rarely I'm going to find people are making money. See, I have 59 positions, but I have some sponsored, I have editorial, so I need to keep that away. But most likely it's going to be anything from the 30, 35 position. So me, I make it as a rule that I always do 35 or 30 or 40 if I want. But 35, I think you're good and you're more than enough. But if you want to be tighter and you want to be, hey, I want to get the results data, I want to find the product that's really, really, really good, I might, instead of moving from 35, I can move it to 30. From 30, I can move it to 25 position. I can do that, and I can have lower amount of keywords, and I'll be able to extract the best keywords out there. But I think 35, you're good, okay? So let's play from 25 to 35. Let's play 30, and let's see what happens. So now, once I come here, I would like to know how many competitors out of these people, are ranked on the top 30. So any position here that I see that below 30 is good, anything over 30, I'm not going to count it. So if I look at this one, I have 1 which is below 30, 2 below 30, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 of them, they're all below 30. That means 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 below 30. Now let's go to the next one. Let's do the same thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 out of 10 here are actually ranked for that keyword on the top 30 positions. Let's take something odd like this one, or like this one. We have one guy, second guy, this one is not included, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9. That's number 9. So 9 out of the 10 are ranked for this keyword. More people are ranked for the same keyword. That means has higher relevancy, right? Because all of them ranked in the top 30. They wouldn't spend that much money on PPC, on ranking, if it wasn't relevant. Because they figured out, hey, when I run my PPC, I see that my conversion is very good in this keyword, and also people are buying more. So that's why I'm trying to find these keywords, and I start grading them from 10 to 0. So now let's go ahead and do a few examples, but then I'll see the trick, which is really, really cool. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, here 9. Let me get me one that's really a little bit far. Let's do this one. Okay, this one. So here what I do, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 out of 10 ranked on the top 30. So you see what I mean? If I'm able to do this for all these keywords, which is we have 1,065, me and you, we're gonna stay here until hopefully next year or next run of COVID in 3 years or 4 years, and hopefully we'll be done. But this is the formula that I learned and really, really, really helped me. Really helped me a lot. So I'm going to delete everything here. And I'm going to start over. So what I'm going to do, this is the formula. Equal count if, open parenthesis, I take all the row that I need, comma, quote, less 30, boom. Now, what does that mean? Count in these selected rows, anything that less than 30 position. And then I put 10. See, show 10. Now what I do, I come here and I do this. Then I get all the numbers that I need for everything. So now what I do here, I come here, put this one, sort them, and I do that. Now I have all the keywords sorted out from the highest relevancy to the lowest relevancy possible. Do you get that? This is where really changed things for me. This is where actually, when he showed me that trick, I was like, man, you saved me a lot of time, because it used to take me a lot of time to take the top 5, see where are their position. I used to filter by the best search volume. And then I'll be like, okay, if they're all common with this, that means it's good. And I used to stop all my ranking up to 40 or 50 position. Or I used to go ahead and take this keywords, put them into competitor intelligence on viral launch, and I used to compare my position according to theirs, and I used to run my campaigns according to those positions, or to my competitors keyword ranking. But this one made it way easier, which is really awesome, very awesome. And what's nice about this, instead of comparing yourself with 1, you're comparing yourself with 10 people, which means if 10 people are sharing the same kind of ranking score or the same kind of ranking position, most likely it's most relevant, which is really, really awesome. Now, the other thing I would like to do, but this is because I'm doing it because for the future, for future steps, I'm going to sort the search volume from the highest to the lowest. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take everything up to 1,000. Or you can do up to 500 if you want. Let's do up to 500, and I'll tell you why. Because 500 keywords are still good. Here, up to 500, and I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to go up, and I'm going to sort again by higher relevancy and lower. Now, what did I do here, guys? And this is very important. If I know the keyword has high relevancy with high search volume, most likely it's a keyword that I would like to target. And this is going to help me a lot moving forward. And you will see what I'm saying in a bit. So if I'm able to see high relevancy, and I have those two keywords here, they already add up to 17,000 searches. I bet you if I find them all with a high relevancy, I'm going to be good. Now, there's a scale from 10, which is the 10 relevancy, up to 0, right? Now, I believe from 10 to 5, they are medium to high relevancy, very high to medium relevancy. So I'm going to take these up to 5, position here, 5 relevancy. I'm going to put it into dark blue or light blue. Now, anything, I think 1, 2, 3, usually 1, 2 is from 0, 1, 2 is really bad. So I will do these up to 3. I will do them, let's say baby blue. Now, what I did is basically I already went and I grouped them into a high relevancy to lowest relevancy. Now, this is medium to high. This is low to medium, let's say. Now, everything else here, it's not relevant, but we're going to use it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all this information and I'm just going to copy and paste in here, or cut and paste it. And then I'm going to put all this stuff here. I'm going to put it in red because I want to work with these boys. These are my main keyword that everyone ranked for and they're making the most money. So now once I do that, you can do something else, which is I start doing a lot. I used to take this keyword, put X, and I open a new sheet and I'll put them here. And then I come back. I don't have them here, much better. Now I work with 2 lists. One list with the medium to high relevancy, and the second one is going to be the low relevancy. And why I want to still keep the low relevancy, because it could be there's an opportunity here. Look how many keyword. That's why I did it in the beginning. I went and I sort them by high relevancy, by high search volume. Why is that? Because I want to see those keyword here. Is there any of them are actually relevant to my product? Is there anything here that other people or other competitors that I missed that still has high relevancy, or sorry, has high search volume and very related to my product that I can target and make good money with? Or also what you can do with these, if maybe I find a keyword with high relevancy, or sorry, high search volume and relevancy to my product that I think is high relevant, that I can take and use it in my PPC as a substitute keyword that I can put in my broad match and phrase match to be able to find more other keywords. So maybe, hey, listen, like here, the first one, bread lane, lamb, or whatever it is, bread cutter, basically, okay? What it is that, hey, everyone who's buying the bread proofing basket, they actually need bread lamb. So if someone going searching for bread lamb and I show up my position or show up in PPC underneath them with bread lamb, most likely or hopefully someone will buy my product because they're interested in that bread lamb. So I'll be able to use these in a very, very strategic way. But that's been said, let's go back to our subject here and let's work with the keyword that we have. These are the best keywords. Now, once I have these keywords and all they're done and beautiful, I would like to find out another feature. So the feature is going to be, I would like to know for each competitor here, how many keyword they are ranking for on the top 30 position. So this guy, how many keyword out of these, which is 185 keywords. You have 185 keywords. How many keywords he's ranked out of the 185 on the top 30? So what I'm going to do, the same thing. Equal count if, open up the bracket, take this row, go down, and do 30, this, boom. What I have, 184. So this guy, he's ranked for 184 keywords out of the 185. So if I have another position here, and I want to take the percentage now, this is divided 185 is going to give me 99%. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy, he's ranked for 99 almost 100% of the keywords that are related to his product. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy's been there for a long time. He took a lot of time to be able to rank for the top position. So if I want to make the same sales as this guy, I need to rank for 184 keywords similar to his and rank for 99% to be able to have similar sales as him. That's assuming I have a good quality product, assuming I have a good listing, assuming that I have everything up to the same pricing, everything the same, comparing apples to apples. So now what I'm going to do, I want to find for the rest. So do the same thing. I'm going to come here, grab all these, and come here and grab all this. Now I have percentages. Now I know each one and what percentage they are ranked for each keyword. So now let me tell you why I put at 12. Let's bring the big monster. The monster, which is I'm talking about, which is I'm very, very, very happy about, which is I'm really, I'm very excited that this is where we are going to play, guys. This is where the game is. I went and I really had a lot of thinking until I came up with this. And you're going to be very, hopefully, pleased with this. So I'm going to take these, cut here. So now I made all this stuff here to bring it to the next level. And I think it will make sense to you right now. At the end of the day, I'm going to show you how the example is going to look at the end of it. But now I have keyword they're ranked for. So here I know how many keyword this ASIN is ranked for, 184, this 170, and so on. And the percentage of keyword. So this guy ranked for 91% of the high related keywords, this 38%, 57, 49, 46, and so on. Now I added extra stuff to make it really, really, really cool. So what I'm gonna do now, first I put this one red, just because I'm psycho, not because of anything, no relevance, no nothing, it's just me. Now what I'm going to do, you see here what I put search volume for the top 10 to 5 high relevant keyword. So I'm going to take everything up to 5 position. Now here, if I count, I have 113,000. So I have 113.4 thousand keywords, 113.4 thousand search volume for the high relevant keyword from 10 to 5, which is these are the highest related keyword. If I'm able to come down now and I say, hey, listen, only for those keyword from the top until the 5th, only this. If I base my information based only on those keywords, regardless of everything from 4 and below, and they have enough search volume, I'm in gold. Because if I rank for these, I'm good to go. So now what do we find out? A product that has 114,000 searches. Now the other thing I would like to know, how many keywords on the top positions from 10 to 5? We have 113 keywords. So now, remember when I used to tell you, yeah, you need to find 5 to 8 keywords with high search volume? We found now a product that has 113 high related keyword with high relevancy and has 113.4 thousand search volume. That's crazy. That's really, really, really crazy. Very, very good. Now, the second thing I would like to do, and this is something I learned as well, is basically here, any competitor who's ranked from 0 to 40%. So this guy is going to be in green. Anything from 40 to 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. All this is going to be yellow, and the two orange, the two high from 70 to 100 are in orange. What does that mean to me? This means the following. These two competitors, they're ranked for less than 40%. If I figure out any market and someone ranked for 40% of the keyword or less, that means I can dethrone this person with my PPC, with my marketing strategy, with my search find buy, with giveaways, whatever I do is going to take me from 2 weeks to 4 weeks to beat them and take their position. You got me so far? Now for the yellow is different. The yellow is going to take me from 1 month to 3 months to dethrone them. But we have the orange, which is going to take us at least from three months to a year to be able to dethrone these people. Now, do not go out there and say, oh my God, if I cannot compete with those people, then the product is not good. And I see that happening a lot. I see everyone comes, oh, my top competitor of my market, I cannot dethrone him. I cannot kick his ass. Yeah, it's not the point. You have all these people that you want to compete with. You have 10 to 15 competitors that you want to dethrone. I don't care if the top 3 or 4 or 5 positions are actually dominated by people in the orange. I don't care. Let them have it. I want to replicate this. So what I'm going to do here, you need to pay attention. We have 1, 2, 3, which is almost green. They're borderline. So I'm still have a good chance to dethrone these people. As I said, from the green, from 2 to 4 weeks, most likely I'll be able to dethrone these people in 4 weeks or 5 weeks tops. So it's not a big deal. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people in the green. Well, let's say 2 people in green 100%, and 3 people are in semi-green or most likely green. If you have 3 competitors and higher in green, that means you have a good product that you want to launch. Higher the green, better the chances of you having successful product and competing with them. On top of that, you want to make sure the search volume and the number of keywords, I want to find at least, in my opinion, I think 30 to 40 keywords that has higher than 500 searches per month. So if I look at here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So I have 45 keywords, a total of 87,000 that are very high related to my product. And for me, I believe this is a good product for you to launch, even that has a lot of yellows, a little bit yellow here and here, okay? Which is basically, it's gonna take a little bit more time, but if you're able to know what kind of keywords now you wanna target, most likely you will know how much you're going to rank for what keyword, and more you rank for keyword and more you match up those people, match up this guy, you will be able to take his sales. Now, there's one thing here, which is I really added to make sure that you guys do not have misinformation, which is a lot of people, they go ahead and they do this listing and they do this method, and all of a sudden they find out, oh my God, this guy, 38%, he's making 3,000 sales, and you'd be like, oh my God, this is it, this is a good product. And all of a sudden you find out that he has 6 variation under the same listing. That's why I added variation, to make sure that you have the variation here. If I have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, you'll be able to say, hey, oh, he's making that much sales, but are divided on multiple variation. Then you want to know the revenue. You want to know how many pieces. Maybe you get a product that a bundle has 6 pieces, 12 pieces, 8 pieces, or it has specific differentiation. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to put diff, and whatever you want to do with it, okay? Okay, so you have differentiation, and you'll be able to realize, hey, this guy, maybe he's adding extra ball, or maybe this guy is adding extra lamb, or maybe this guy adding whatever. So you want to know what they have. Then you know how many sales they have, how many sales they're making per month, 300, 200, 100, 300, 600, 700, or they're doing reviews count. Also say, hey, this guy is actually selling 3,000 units, but this guy's reviews is 3,000. No wonder he's doing very well. But this guy, he's selling 1,000, but he has 200 reviews. Then you have relative. Hey, if I have similar reviews, I have similar price, I have similar this, I know if I rank for this keyword, I'll be able to compete with him. The same thing with pricing. If I has a higher price, maybe this guy's selling 3,000 units because he's selling at $10, where the other ones are selling for $29.99. So I can see my position. It's like, hey, I don't want to sell 3,000 units to make $1 per unit, but I like to sell 300 units, but I make $10 per unit. then that's another thing you need to think about. Hey, so maybe I can go toward those people, even if they're selling less, but they have less issues with cash flow. They have less issues with inventory management and all this stuff. Then I have product links and I have images. Now, how this one looks like in real life when I finish with it, it's going to look something like this, guys. This is how it's going to look. This is all what you need. This is good for placing an order for Alibaba. This is a good thing for you knowing what kind of differentiation you need for your product. This is amazing for you to know what your competitors are doing and how they're ranking and everything. This is good for you to know how to set up your PPC correctly by knowing the keyword that you have and what keyword, what kind of exact match campaigns and everything that you need to know. This is going to give you the idea. So now, if let's say we did the same thing for the other one, if we did the same thing for the other one, filled it all up, and we come to this conclusion, I can, by click of a button, I say, hey, listen, this guy making 588 sales at $19.99. He has 313 reviews, but he has 3 variation. I don't want to get into that. 588 sales divided by 3 is not enough. Let's go ahead. Instead of looking at people with variation, let's look at the people who have no variation and how they're doing and why they're doing well. Then I'll be looking at this guy has 0 variation. He's making 2,800 sales. He's on a 24, but he's targeting this kind of product. So you know what? If I look at this guy, I look at this guy, I look at this guy, and I see the price average here. Maybe the price average, let's say we are at 25 bucks. That means the max price I can sell $5 to be able to replicate this kind of sales. And I need this much of reviews, or average, at least I have 180 reviews if I have a really good product, and it has this kind of sizes, this how much foot I need. Okay, 90 inches, 7 foot, 33 foot. And this is going to help you also dedicating why the product price is high or low. Hey, this is high because maybe it's 10 footer. This one is cheaper because it's 3 footer, or whatever you want to do. You'll be able to base everything here. It's really, really important. So if I want to replace and I will be able to make sales like this guy, I need to have similar product or something more differentiated, as we say, has to be 9.8 foot or larger. And you need to have at least 3 variations to be able to do it. Or if you go look further into this ASIN, which is, that's what I have here. Maybe I'm doing my analysis and I come here and I open this guy and I'll look at his and I'll look, oh my God, now he has four instead of 3. Yeah, instead of 3, he has 4 now. He added more. How come his sales? Where are the sales coming from? Which one is doing the best? And I'll be able to decide, and I'll be able to make a better decision. The other thing I added here for you guys to see what I'm doing. I did this product, and all of a sudden, let me just remove this so it can't be distracting. What I did here, let me go back here. I'm looking at what they're ranking for. Bed canopy, canopy for bed. Then I saw bed canopy for girls, has a good search volume. Then I came here. Canopy for girls, bed canopy for girls, both of them that have high search volume, 39,000. When I looked at this product, I was just looking for bed canopy. Then when I looked at the high relevancy and I start matching the relevancy with search volume, I found out those two are actually doing very well. So now my position changed from doing something white to something specific to girls. Remember when I told you sub niche? This is the same thing, the same concept. Hey, you know what? I think I need to do something here with girls. So I started looking into bed canopy for girls. So what I did here, I took the keyword, I went to Amazon, okay, because I want to see the ranking. Here I see 540, see it was much better than bed canopy by itself, has less competition. And I took that link, copied it, I came here, and I made myself 2 main seed keywords for my product. And I put the link here, which is every time I'm going to click, is going to bring me to the page itself. So now I am very clear with my product, and I have everything that I need within one page. You can add more pages if you want. If you want to add more seed keywords, you can go ahead and put them here, and you have a direct link. And this is how you're actually going to know exactly what kind of product you can launch, what kind of differentiation, what kind of links, what competition or not, how competitive or not competitive. I really recommend you do this for every product, and more products you have. Like me, I have this, I took it from one of the master list of products that I had. I had like 50 of them, 47, whatever, 46 to 50 of them. And I did for all of them. And then at the end, when I have this sheet, I'll be like, okay, let me look at them again. And if I see more greens, I'll start evaluating the green first more. So if someone has 6 greens, I'll start with the first, then the 5, then the 4, then the 3, then the 2, then the 1, and I keep going. And then I'll be able to find which product I want to start with according to the competition, low reviews, local variation maybe, better pricing, and so on and forth. Now, once you do that, which is this sheet, I really believe you're going to find a lot of good products. It's going to be like a bingo, because you're going to know the answer right away. And every product that you have in mind right now, or you have searched and you have it as a potential, we're going to do the same thing to it as what we did just right now. And if you do that, the game is yours. That's it. Combine this with my validation process, the 15. If you have the 15 and then you add this one to it as a confirmation, you are bingo 100%. More green, higher percentage of success. Lower green, you have medium or you have low way. So if you see a lot of orange, I'll keep away. If you have 3 or 4 orange, I might keep away. If I have 3 green and 3 yellow, if I see the yellow are actually only closer to my green, most likely, yes, I will launch it. There's no problems. If I see the reviews, if I see, hey, they're all maybe yellow, but the reviews are really low, I can compete on that. I don't mind getting into the yellow, because you're going to find a lot of yellow or green are missing a lot of good keyword that I'm not ranking for. Like, see here, I have this guy here, 84. He's not even ranked for canopy netting for bed at 690 with high relevancy. So when I come up and set up my PPC, I'm going to set them up according to my high relevancy, and I work my way toward the lowest until I get it all.